Welcome to OfficePortal's Call Tracker, a secure and efficient way to manage calls, improve client interactions, and keep everything transparent. Let's dive in. Install the OfficePortal Hrms app from the Play Store. Once installed, open the app. You will receive a notification request saying, "Allow OfficePortal Hrms to send you notification." This is a common prompt for most applications. You can allow it if needed. Next, enter your domain URL and press the Submit button. Now, log into the application using your login credentials. After logging in, you may see a prompt asking, "Allow OfficePortal Hrms to access your call logs." Here's something important to note. This request does not appear for all users. The Call Tracker feature is subscription-based, meaning it is only available to organizations that have specifically opted for it. Even within a subscribed organization, not all employees will have access to call tracking. This feature works on an employee-level licensing system, allowing businesses to control access based on roles and requirements. Let's see how this is managed. Inside the settings, we have Call Tracker settings, where admins can configure the feature based on their organization's needs. Here, admins have the following options to choose from. Enable or disable call tracking for the entire organization by selecting yes or no for the query. Do you want to track your employees' mobile phone calls? Next, you will be asked, do you want to track your employees' mobile phone call recordings? You can toggle between yes or no based on your organizational requirements. Then, you need to specify when you want to track calls. This is a mandatory question, and you can choose from the following options: always or between their check-in and check-out times, or only during assigned shift times. Choose the option that best suits your organization's policies. Next, as an admin, you can specify what type of calls are important for your organization by choosing between incoming calls or outgoing calls. If you choose incoming, the system will prioritize incoming calls, which is ideal for call centers or support-focused operations. If you choose outgoing, all charts and tables will prioritize outgoing calls, which is useful for organizations that focus on reaching leads. If both, choose incoming. Finally, answer the query. What will be the process time between the calls? Here, you can enter any duration as per your organization's requirements. Then, we have another setting called Manage Employee Call Tracker Settings, which allows you to assign the Call Tracker add-on license to specific employees. In Manage Employee Call Tracker Settings, you can view all employees in your organization, along with their Call Tracker license status. You have the flexibility to assign the Call Tracker add-on license to selected employees or mark certain employees as unlicensed, based on your organization's requirements. The notification, "Allow OfficePortal Hrms to access your call logs," will only be sent to employees who have been assigned the Call Tracker license. If you ever need to activate or deactivate the Call Tracker license for an employee, it's really simple. Just click on the three dots next to their name and you'll see options like Edit, Activate License. You can directly activate or deactivate the license, tracking and recordings directly from here. If you want to further customize the settings for a particular employee, just click on Edit. Now, this section is very similar to the Call Tracker settings we saw earlier, but here you can set custom preferences for an individual employee, no matter what the organization level settings are. The first option you'll see is, do you want to activate the Call Tracker add-on license for this employee? You can simply choose yes or no. Give yes if you want to add the Call Tracker license to this employee. Only then you'll be asked, do you want to track this employee's calls? Again, toggle between yes or no, depends on your organizational needs. Then you'll see another question. Do you want to track this employee's mobile phone call recordings? Just like before, choose yes or no based on what's required. Now comes an important question. When do you want to track? Here you have three options. Always, between their check-in and check-out times. Only during assigned shift times. Based on the option you choose, your employee's call will be tracked. After that, you'll need to decide which type of calls matter most for your organization, incoming or outgoing, and then set the process time between calls. We've already explored these settings under Call Tracker Global Settings. However, what makes Office Portal stand out is its ability to customize these settings for each individual employee. This ensures flexibility while upholding ethical standards and privacy. Now, let's see how Office Portal's Call Tracker ensures flexibility and privacy on the employee end. When an employee logs into Office Portal, they will see Call Tracker permissions only if the Call Tracker add-on license has been assigned to them. Even if they are licensed, they still have the option to opt out by ignoring the notification. If you keep denying the initial Call Tracker permission notifications, the next time you open the app, you'll see another notification. Your organization's policy mandates the use of call log services for this application. We kindly request you to enable call log access. If you continue to deny access, this prompt will keep appearing. This means that even though call tracking is enabled for you at the organization level, it will only function if you explicitly grant permission. This ensures employee privacy is protected, and tracking occurs only with the employee's consent. Once the employee selects Yes for this notification, they will again receive the previously displayed prompts. Allow Office Portal Hrms to access your call logs. Allow Office Portal Hrms to make and manage phone calls. If the employee selects Don't Allow for these prompts, they will see another notification. Your organization's policy mandates the use of call log services for this application. We kindly request you to enable call log access. At this stage, the employee will be prompted to go to Settings and manually grant the required permissions. They can either proceed with enabling access or cancel the request. If the employee selects Go to Settings, they will be redirected to their phone settings, where they can manually grant all the necessary permissions required by their organization. If the employee grants all the necessary call tracker permissions, they will be prompted to set up the call recording path. However, this prompt will only appear for employees whose organization has enabled the Activate Recordings option. This notification states, "To comply with your organization's policy, we need you to map the call recording directory path to facilitate seamless call synchronization. We kindly request you to grant the required permission." This means the employee must select the correct folder where all their call recordings are stored and map it with Office Portal to ensure smooth synchronization. To set up recorded call path, the employee must record the calls first by enabling call recording on their phone. The steps to enable call recording may vary depending on the mobile device, but here is a common method. Open your phone's default call app. Tap the dot menu in the top right corner and select Settings. Under the Settings, select Call Recordings. Inside the call recording settings, enable the Record All Calls option. Once this is set up, all incoming and outgoing calls will be recorded. These recordings are usually stored in a specific folder on the device, but the folder name may vary depending on the phone brand. Now, we can proceed with mapping the call recordings. For this prompt, select Yes to continue, then click on the Change Path option. Next, choose the exact folder where your call recordings are stored. Selecting the correct directory is crucial, as only recordings saved in this location will be tracked by Office Portal's Call Tracker. In this case, the call recordings are stored in a folder named Call Recordings, so this folder is selected. However, the folder name may vary depending on the device. Employees must carefully identify and select the correct directory for proper call tracking. Once the correct folder is selected, click the Use this folder button. A prompt will then appear. Allow Office Portal Hrms to access files in this folder. Granting this permission enables Office Portal's Call Tracker to track recordings stored in this folder. Employees can also use the Employee Self-Service Settings option to map the call recording path. This process, applies only to employees whose organization has enabled the record call option for them. The key point is that employees themselves choose to map their call recordings folder to Office Portal, ensuring compliance with their organization's policies. This highlights the transparency, security, and employee-friendly nature of Office Portal's call tracker. After completing the setup, the employee will receive a confirmation notification. Your calls are being tracked by your organization. This ensures complete transparency, guaranteeing that no call will be recorded without the employee's explicit consent through Office Portal's call tracker. As a conclusion, Office Portal's call tracker ensures transparency, flexibility, and security. Tracking starts only with employee consent. Organizations can customize settings as needed. Employees have full control over permissions and recordings. Data is protected with end-to-end encryption. With these features, Office Portal offers a secure and efficient call tracking solution. Thanks for watching.